What's going on YouTube? Rags here back on another video, and today I'll be breaking down and give you guys my thoughts on the WBC mandating David Benavidez for Dmitry Bivol's WBC title. Now, obviously, when it comes to mandates in the WBC doesn't obviously have the greatest track record when it comes to making mandated fights. Now, there's several examples we can go to, such as Dylan White being the WBC mandatory challenger for over 1,000 days, and he never got his fight, which is pretty ridiculous in my opinion. You know what I mean? That's obviously the first one we can go to. A more recent, I think more people do remember this. Canelo Alvarez, he had the WBC middleweight title. Jermall Charlo won the WBC interim title. And the WBC gives Canelo Alvarez the franchise belt to basically allow him to avoid Jermall Charlo. You know what I mean? And, it's like, come on, man, and, I know all four of the boxing organizations. I kind of know what some of them allow, what some of them don't. You know what I mean? What I can say is I think that, me personally, I feel that we have a better chance of getting the WBO mandated fight of Callum Smith versus Dmitry Bivol before we get this David Benavidez versus Dmitry Bivol fight. I say this because of the fact that the WBO, they're kind of, the IBF and WBO are pretty strict when it comes to mandating fights and whatnot. So I believe that the WBO, they'll be quick to enforce it, and if Dmitry Bivol doesn't like it, they'll simply strip him of the title and make Callum Smith the full champion. You know what I mean? The WBC, I feel like, there's a lot of politics in boxing, obviously, and I feel like the WBC, obviously they're stationed out of Mexico, Mauricio Suleiman and whatnot. Obviously we have David Benavidez, who, is who calls himself the Mexican Monster. You know what I mean? It's a Mexican. And I feel like when have we seen the WBC be so quick to mandate a fight? You know what I mean? They should have been this quick to mandate Canelo versus Benavidez, which is a fight that the whole of the boxing world wanted to see for a good minute. You know what I mean? It's just like, to me, man, it just seems fishy, and it seems like there's clear, there's clear biasness going on, But do I think that this fight will happen? I think this fight has a chance of happening in the future. Like I said in my last video, I say Benavidez is the clear #1 challenger for the belt. You know what I mean? But with that being said, I feel like Bivol and Better Beef could have a trilogy. They could put that in Moscow, or wherever they want to put it in Russia. They could have a trilogy, and then from there, then the winner could deal with mandatory challengers and whatnot. And another reason why I don't think this fight will happen is because we know how boxing is with cross promotion events and whatnot, and we know how big of a mess it gets. So, you know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. I don't think that this fight will be happening anytime soon. Maybe late 2025, like December, or 2026. But, I may eat my words on this one, but I'm just telling you straight up from what I've experienced with the WBO. You know what I mean? The WBC. My fault. It's a clown show. You know what I mean? But those are my thoughts, man. Let me know you guys' thoughts in the comments below. I appreciate you guys tuning in. And, hey, be on the lookout for the next video.